Hello and welcome, Mrs. Radwan.
Hello, hi Marcelino.
How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
شو الأخبار? Very good.
All is good.
Rawan, tell me,
شو بدك أقول لك؟
how is your life going so far?
It's actually going amazing.
What do you mean when you say amazing?
I mean, everything is aligning in my life right now.
Aligning in terms of what?
On so many aspects, family-wise, career-wise, personal development-wise.
Okay.
Yeah. So when these things align, then things are great, in my opinion.
Okay, sounds good. Tell me, what do you do?
I'm an online business coach and mentor. I teach people how to start online businesses from scratch and how to elevate it using social media.
Okay, and when you say business, what do you mean by business?
Okay, in order for anybody to reach global people and succeed in the online space, they need a business. And that business requires three important aspects for people to succeed online, which is a proven working system, high-paying commission products or services, and a mentorship program. This is the business that I provide. The three most important things that people need in order to accelerate online, grow, and make a decent income that would allow them to reach financial freedom. Most of the time, Marcelino, people want exactly the same thing. Don't want to be bossed around, don't want to have a job, they don't want to commute to work. They want to have financial freedom. And the way to reach that is through online business.
I love what you're saying, but to be honest, what I find most interesting about people, everyone wants that.
Exactly.
But no one is willing to do the work.
That's true, absolutely. But most of the time, most people hit a certain time in their life where they actually want to make a change. And they really want to do something different in their life. And this is where we are available to help support them in that aspect. But doing the real work and the actual work, this goes back to every single person, how badly they want this change in their life.
Okay. And how are you finding people that are going into the business? What do you see in common?
Hala, I go back to my own experience. When I started, I wasn't the same person I am today.
What do you mean?
I walked into this business, I had fears, I had doubts. I didn't know if I was good enough, I will be able to make it. I had to work through a personal breakthrough before I reached financial breakthrough. So this year, a lot of awareness came to me where, why don't I combine financial freedom business, which is the online business I provide, with becoming a coach in another aspect where I help people do the breakthrough faster for them on a personal level to reach the financial freedom that they want. Because this is the formula that worked for me. I had to go through a personal development breakthrough before I reached the financial breakthrough.
Okay. So what you're saying is financial breakthrough is related to personal development.
أكيد 100%.
Okay.
Definitely. Like your financial growth can never exceed your personal development growth.
Okay.
Personal development has to be way higher than your financial for you to be able to reach whatever you want.
Okay, I see. It's interesting. Yeah. Well, I experienced that personally, and I meet a lot of people every single day, and most of them have this ability to stop themselves to do things what they want to do. You know, some people that they're out of jobs, they are not working, they don't have money, but still they keep on searching. They never look into finding something they could succeed in or open their own business. and I also provide some kind of business. I don't want to call it online because everything is online nowadays, because you use social media, you use everything, but you have products, like eligible products that people get. And people, even if they don't work, they don't have money, they're not willing to do something for themselves, but they do for other people.
Absolutely, because they are searching in the wrong place for the answer.
What would you suggest for them to do?
It starts within.
Meaning?
Meaning, if you want to reach anything, we always look for answers outside of us. Maybe I'll do this career, maybe I'll do this business, maybe I'll do this job, maybe I'll do this side hustle. But the real work that needs to be done first is the work that we need to do on ourselves. And that work, once we do it, it breaks down all the limitations that stops us from reaching all the other things that we are looking for outside of us.
What you're saying is super interesting, but I think no one would understand it other than one that already done the work.
Probably you're right.
So how can you say to people that they did not even do the work yet? And they don't know what you're talking about.
Like 7 years ago, when I started my entrepreneurship journey, I was exactly in the same position, Marcelino. And I don't come from a background of I know everything and I understand everything. I started in a position I knew nothing. I had no experience in businesses, entrepreneurship, personal growth, but I was always like hungry to learn more and to find a method and a way to make things happen. So going back 7 years ago, when I first started looking into making myself better in every single aspect, I started with as simple as watching YouTube videos of people that already succeeded, of individuals that, did the work, worked on themselves. Short clips, you would underestimate it, but short clips on a daily basis would start building that blocks for you. And then I got more interested. I'm like, okay, those videos are so interesting. Those entrepreneurs that were nothing and had no experience in life, like Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, lots of millionaires right now started with nothing. They have something in common. What is it? Like, I need to understand what's the thing in common that's making those people successful, or, they're giving more. And what I've noticed is that they never stop growing.
Yeah.
Like there's always new ideas, there's always new podcasts, there's always new programs out there. He's always providing. Why? Because that's what fulfills him, and that's what even though he has all the money in the world that he needs, right? So there's a formula for everything, just like you say on your social media. There's a formula for everything, and we can always understand it and duplicate it. So it started with short clips for me. Understand, every single day I would listen to random YouTube videos talking about growth, talking about how to be a successful entrepreneur, how to discipline yourself. Lots of tips that will add so much value to who you are as a person. And then you become more curious. You start, listening on those YouTube or podcasts that I suggest that you read this book. Then you go and buy the book, either read it. I'm a person that likes to listen. So I always get my books as audio. And then you take it another step where you start taking courses, personal development courses, or attend seminars. So it's like a commitment that you have to commit to yourself and be wanting to do it. Like, if someone is gonna force me to go to a seminar or read a book, it's not gonna give me the same value as if me seeking the knowledge.
Yeah.
And then it never stopped. Like this year, I took another route in my life where I decided to become a life coach. And this is how I met you. I took a certificate before going into Noble Manhattan University. And then now with Noble Manhattan, plus the other course that I took with you, the 35 days, things are shifting. And now I'm seeking more growth. Like it won't stop for me here. Because when I grow, it helps me on a personal level, it helps my financial status on another level, and it contributes to everyone around me.
Yeah, and I always say learning equal earning. So the more you learn, the more you earn.
Exactly.
So yeah, and as you were saying, success leaves clue all the
Yeah,
time.
it does.
So there is this formula for everything. When any of these millionaires, well, what they do is leaves clue behind them.
Exactly.
So how they make their money and so on. So you just need to apply the formula. And this is the formula that we teach now in the program that we do, how to make things work for you. Because it worked for them, even if you are black, if you are white, if you are Christian, if you are Muslim, if you are old, if you are young, the formula will work. It doesn't have limitation. So it's a formula. So once people, when you talk to them and they say, I am old, I think I'm old, I cannot do it. They are 40 years old. And I'm like, what do you mean you're old? You're 40 years old.
That's limited beliefs.
Limited beliefs, limitation that they put in front of them, so they just don't want to try anymore.
That's true.
And this is somehow we need to work with these people, because these people have a lot of energy that are trapped within them, but they are limited by their just the way they think, by their mind.
Yeah, I was there too. I had so many limitations that stopped me from maybe accomplishing things faster or getting over myself, I would say.
Yeah.
My accent is too thick. Nobody's gonna click on my ad. Nobody's gonna resonate with me. I never finished university because I only finished grade 12, but I never stopped learning. This is another thing. Because we come from a background, like from the Middle East. If you don't have like 2,000 diplomas hanged on the wall, you're nothing and nobody. And it's something I used to be like embarrassed to talk about, that I only finished grade 12.
Yeah.
But like after I saw the tremendous success in the business and I started making more than doctors do, I'm like, this is not the right formula for success and for growth.
I mean, if I really think about it, I've been, since I was 3 years old, I think, I never stopped learning. But the difference between learning something you like, or just they put you in school and then you just go to school and do things that you don't even like and you don't even want. And I remember I had so much troubles in school, and where I did not like to go, I didn't want to continue. But my family, I mean, I thank them for that, kept pushing me to finish it. So even I was late in school and even in university, they kept pushing me until I finished it. But to be honest, I finished university, I think I was 26. And what was interesting, that I started making money by age of 21, 22, and I started modeling and traveling from place to another, do like a lot of advertisement and video clips and stuff like that. So it was for me, I don't want to say it's luck, because okay, yes, I know I have a good looking, but the thing that I worked on my body as well. I was obese when I was young, and I shifted at the age of 19.
Okay, interesting.
Just one word of one of my friends, and she's like, why don't you do modeling? I'm like, modeling and me? And she's like, what does it take? Like, you just work on your body and it's done.
Interesting.
And I was like, yeah, right. How would I do that? So I started to shift my mindset. After 3 months, I lost like almost 15, 20 kg. And I was like, okay, now I called her. I did the work. Where should I go? And she's like, let me get you someone's number. And I started. And then after that, moving to knowledge, I did not stop. I was doing the university. I was traveling. I couldn't make the exams. But what I remember now from my university is just the experiences that I had there, but nothing from what I learned.
Interesting.
So I did business management and marketing, double major, not one, because I didn't, I want to do double major. I cannot accept one, so it will take me maybe one semester more, but I take double major. And it was the university accredited from the UK and worldwide. I can work everywhere, and I never worked in this domain.
Even now, because you are in business and marketing.
Yes, but
you don't remember anything?
I don't remember shit. Nothing, like if I wasn't there anyway. So I remember, and after that, at the age of 24, I started doing more fitness. I joined training, online training and live training. I was traveling for Zumba, and then personal training, and then group fitness instructor exercise. But during these times, I did more than 25 or 30 different trainings.
Okay.
Worldwide.
You were still learning.
I was learning.
And growing.
And then after that, I had my own gym and my business, but I did not link it to what I learned in the university. So what I really learned in the university was nothing. So I had my gym and so on. And then after that, I started doing coaching. And I learned another diploma, another trainings, executive corporate. And I'm still, so far, every single day, I have 2 hours at least learning. I just have a lot more than 35 different training in my company that we provide. Okay, it's between Noble Manhattan and what we have, between marketing, sales, executive corporate, kids, adolescent coaching diploma and certificate, relationship coach certificate, and a lot more NLP. And every single day, whatever we get new certificate, I do it.
Of course.
The first before providing to anyone. So, and learning is wow. It puts a lot of information in your head. And I was really, I never stopped learning. Even in dancing, when we were dancing, every single day I learned a new song. And by now, if you ask me if I see something or I hear you talking about anything, because I'm visual and auditory. So because of dancing, I listen to music and I know at this beat I want to change, and it helped me a lot. So now whenever I am in a conversation, I hear a lot very well what they're saying, and I see very good. I have this memory that I see something one time and I can remember it.
Nice.
If it's selective, right? If you're interested or not, but definitely. So yeah, learning. Going back to what we were talking, how much you learn, how much you earn. 1, 2, how university is important. It is not. And if I were to say to people now that to take their time to choose their career,
absolutely,
because what I chose is different than where I am now.
Okay.
I have a company, yes, we do business management and marketing and whatever it is. I'm not managing the company as managing. I'm the ideas. I give the ideas.
Creator.
And I have someone, I have someone that execute these ideas. I don't do things myself. Because management is equal to a manager or, but when you want someone to execute, doing the work. And what I learned is this, being an employee. So, yeah.
So pretty much your number one mission is to keep on growing.
Definitely.
And learning.
I cannot stop. It's not something that I do it on purpose, but I notice that I do it every single time.
Always looking for answers, ways.
Yeah, ways to do it. Even I was struggling and let's say, okay, I don't want to do marketing. I don't want to be a marketeer, right? So I was struggling in marketing with my business. So I was like, why don't I take a course in marketing? And since I go extreme all the time, or whatever I want to learn, I learn. I learn first from the past. This is one. Second, I don't go halfway in things.
Yeah.
So, and I don't choose one technique. So I go into many. So I went into 3 different people that they provide marketing for our business.
Okay.
Okay, exactly, but the best in the world.
The approaches are different.
Yeah, so I got 3 courses, and each course takes like minimum of 6-7 months of training.
Oh, wow.
And I finished each one a month and a half. I was like really going crazy about it. So I did it, and then I showed my team how to do it, and then so we can speak the same language.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
So what we're talking about from the beginning of this podcast is the formula that every single successful entrepreneur or business owner kind of followed.
what I want to say is take everything by education. Don't leave it to chance. If you want to win, educate yourself.
Educate yourself. It doesn't have to be through university, through a career you don't like.
No.
It has to be through something you love and you're passionate about.
Think about it, Rawan. Why do we go to university?
To get a diploma, to be hired by someone.
By entrepreneur or someone that is not even finishing university, right? Because they take risk. The thing is, when you go to university, they give you, first of all, something called major, modules. Let's say you go for marketing, okay? So you go and you learn about marketing. You have, let's say, major course and elective courses.
Okay.
Elective is something that is not really, maybe you want to learn painting. And they give you have to take like, let's say 10 credits or 20 credits, depends on which university and how is it going. But you need to take something else different. And you pay money for that and you waste time for that. So why online courses are important? Because online courses, you do not waste your time. It doesn't need 3-4 years. And the amount of hours you go to university, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours a week.
Yes.
And these 10 hours a week, what you go like 2 hours on Monday and then 3 hours on Tuesday and then Wednesday, or TTH, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you go 3-4 hours a day, and then you have to spend time on the road, and then you have to spend time in university waiting, and if you want to go to university where you meet people, you get to socialize with people that they are like-minded, people that are successful in a way, like their parents are successful, because when you have successful people around you, you will be one of them.
Absolutely. You are the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with.
If you don't want to go there, just don't waste your time going to university, just going by the rules, because they waste your time. And when you do online courses, it's very narrowed to what you really need.
Yeah, exactly. Our online business module, it gives you 60 hours of training.
Okay.
And then you have an online business that's operating. You can generate leads like this.
Yeah.
The system starts closing sales for you like this. So the shortcut of the shortcut of the shortcut. But the difference between people making more than doctors and individuals that making zero income is the level of belief that they have in themselves, number one, or in what they deserve. Like sometimes when people don't succeed in something, they start looking for external excuses, like, I'm never lucky, anything I start with doesn't work, my parents told me when I was young that I'm cursed, whatever it is. It was me, and I'm not like, I'm talking about my stories and my struggles, right? It's funny, I know, but lots of people that are listening are gonna resonate, because people think you reach this level without going through the struggles and decluttering yourself from all those emotions, beliefs, and things that you bring with you from your past life or whatever. So what I'm trying to say is that it's very important as an entrepreneur or a person taking the step to do something better in your life to have that confidence that, I deserve better. I'm going to find a way.
How do you think they get this confidence?
By so many rejections, number one. When you get rejected and you kind of keep on going, you build the confidence. Because sometimes people get rejected, like they fail in something, and they give up. and then nothing is built there. So when you get rejected and when you fail and you keep on going, you're like building blocks on top of each other, right? Because I failed. Okay, what did I learn from the failure? Instead of, you go to the victim park. I don't go to the victim park. I go to the, okay, what did I learn park, and how can I build on it?
Yeah.
So you
take
build
responsibility.
Exactly, and not all the time. Sometimes until now, I go to the victim part, but then I diverse because I have awareness now.
Yeah.
I'm like always watching my thoughts. I don't have time to be a victim. I'm always growing. I'm always learning. I'm always surrounding myself by entrepreneurs and individuals that will lift me up. And I try my best to bring awareness to the people that are close to me, that are still in that victim park, so they won't affect me. Because some people, you cannot just say, I don't want to talk to you anymore, or I don't want you to be part of my life anymore. But you can try as much as you can to bring awareness to them in order for them to reach that level. But in my opinion, confidence is built on failing and not giving up. Confidence is built on growing and having more information, and not only collecting the information, applying them in life. Like if I learned about life coaching and I'm a life coach and I'm not applying the skills on myself first, how can I help someone else?
That's the thing that I find very interesting. I had more than maybe so far 250 or 300 students in life coaching. And what I see mostly is in common. They only use techniques for their clients.
They don't use it on themselves.
Why the hell you're not using the technique you learned? It works. Man, you never tried it. Like, please try it. Man, you know, if you are like in a deep shit,
struggling with something,
in a deep place where everything is dark around you, where you feel you're not okay, where you feel things are not going the way you want, you have the techniques, you studied them.
Absolutely.
It's not something you just give to someone. It's not something to preach only. It's something to use. Most people tell me, hey, stop using your coaching techniques with us. We are not in a coaching session. Hey, my buddy, my friend, I'm not using
This is my
techniques.
life.
This is my life. This is how I communicate.
This is who I am.
Khalas, you get somewhere where things shift for you, and this is who you become. Coaching, I always say, coaching is not something you learn to do. It's not your work. It's something you become.
Absolutely.
So you learn these techniques, you apply them in your life, and it will work. You don't apply them once and then you start preaching that this is your life. You just apply it all the time.
Interesting.
So yeah, there's a lot of things that I use on a daily basis with any communication, any training, any class, anything that I'm giving, anywhere that I am, any day that I am in, anything that I do. I use these techniques because these techniques works.
What do you think holds people back from using techniques that works on themselves first?
Very easy, very simple. They are conditioned this way. And then when you learn something new and you don't apply it much, you don't repeat it. Repetition is the mother of skills. But if you don't repeat it, you just learn it once, the information will prune apart in days. You learn something, if you don't repeat it, if you don't sustain it, you will forget it.
Absolutely. Just like building muscles. You have to do it every single day.
You cannot do it once and that's it.
Marcelino, I want to ask you, like, how important is it for entrepreneurs to have accountability coaches? Like, every coach needs a coach, and you know that by now. How important that people that are already on this level and, you know, are looking for more accountability and guidance to have a coach, and how to pick the right coach for you as a coach? Something
came to my mind when you're asking me this question. Because most people say, no one knows my life better than I, and there is no coach that can know how to do things better than me. I always hear it from people. Destruction.
Destroying yourself in this in this idea when someone says that.
Let's say it's not. Let's pretend they are right. And they are right. The coach doesn't know their life better than them. I mean, no one would know your life better than you do. But the thing that they don't know about a coach does not tell you what to do, what not to do.
Exactly.
The coach is stimulating your brain all the time, is pushing you, boom, boom, boom. Whenever you start going out of sight, he's asking you about your goals. He's not telling you your goals. He's asking you about what you want to achieve. He's not telling you what to achieve. He's asking you about what you want to do in the next week and the next days and the next hours and the next years and the next in your life. So his job is to keep you on sight.
Exactly.
His job is to push you forward towards your goal. And whenever you're going out, because stress makes us going out of my goals, because we forget sometimes. I put my goal, okay, I want to lose 5 kgs, and then I get stressed, and then I forget about it. I say, okay, let's do it later. So a coach job is to keep you awake, to keep you alert. Hey, listen, go, you said you want to go there. What's stopping you? Tell me. And you're like, I got busy with this one. Okay, now did you finish it? Did you hold? Okay, let's hold accountable again. Let's do this. And then poof, someone is taking you right back to what you want to achieve.
Okay.
So answering your question, everyone needs a coach.
How do you pick your coach?
How do I pick my coach? Picking the coach is sometimes you need someone idol for you.
A role model.
A role model that can inspire you. That when you are listening to his questions, he knows what to ask you. He knows how to stimulate you. He knows how to push your limits. He knows how to not make you feel comfortable. Your coach doesn't have to make you feel comfortable.
Absolutely.
You don't have to feel comfortable with your coach.
But you have to trust them, absolutely.
You have to trust, definitely.
That,
this
yeah.
is different.
Okay.
Being comfortable different than trusting. Trusting someone that you know that if he got killed, he will not say any word that it's between you and him.
Okay.
Okay? So you know he's accountable, he's responsible, someone you can trust, and so on. But going to the other side, your coach has to push your limits. Has to tell you, hey, listen, wake up, just go do it.
And this is the uncomfortable part for us as a human.
We don't want to move, simply. We want to do things, but according to what we feel we want to do. You know, like, I feel I'm not okay today. I don't want to go to work. Oh, fucking have discipline. Just go, have your discipline, and go to work, no matter, or to your workout, or to your things, no matter how you feel. Your feelings, and Damon, I always say this, your feelings comes according to what you're focusing on at this moment. Let me give you an example. I want you to think right now, right this second, about someone that you loved most in your life, and he or she passed away.
Okay.
Who is this person to you? What do you love about them? Why you were sad when they left? What did you feel when they left? How surprised you were? How sad you were?
Okay.
Do you feel sad?
Right now?
Yeah? About this person that he left or she left?
Not anymore, I would say.
Okay.
I miss them,
Yes.
for sure. I love them.
Yeah.
I cherish all the memories and the feelings they gave me.
Okay.
I am sad somehow that they're not in my life and that my kids cannot be with them and, get to feel the same emotion I felt.
So here you go. Now you felt the emotion that you missed them, that there's someone near, right? So because what you focus on at this moment in time...
You're gonna make me cry now.
I don't want to make you cry.
It's been 17 years, Lan.
We don't want to go there extremely, but right, it's what you focus on at this moment. And if you focus on feeling bad and feeling tired and feeling not okay and feeling anything you want to feel, what you would get?
Okay, Coach Marcelino, how do we keep our focus in the right place?
It's simple. You make your goals alive.
How?
In your brain. What do I mean by that? You make them in front of you all the time. You repeat your goals every single morning. You write down your goals. I want to do this. I want to achieve this. I'm achieving this. I'm doing this. I'm finishing this. This is what I'm going to be. It's going to be done today. No. Following through one by one, one by one. Day in, day out, until they become what? Alive in your brain. Because everything, whatever you think of in your brain, has become your reality.
Yes. Becomes hardwired in your brain, and then...
Exactly. So you get it. So what you need to do is to make it alive. Why do I want to achieve this? Why is it important to me?
Interesting. So in other words, you're saying measure every day.
Yes, you need to measure, because if you don't measure... Okay, I'm doing now a challenge, me and my brothers. Okay. And this challenge consists of losing, let's say, 10 kg in this amount of time.
Okay.
In a certain time. And what I'm doing every single day, how will I know I will achieve it? I got a scale. I got this thing that...
measuring tape?
Yes, the measuring tape. And then what I do every single day, every single morning at the right same time, I measure.
Okay.
Am I going towards my goal or further away? And I adjust whenever I feel like, oh, no, today it's something going bad. Like I'm saying the same, or I'm going up. This game I'm going like, no.
You change things.
Do it better. Poof. And then I start again. I push myself. And then you go towards your goal. If you have 20 days, 10 days, 15 days, 30 days, whatever you have, and you have like this amount of kg that you want to lose, you know how many kg by doing 5-10 days, you would know how many days you would lose in one day. So you can start doing the math.
Okay.
It's a formula you apply. That's
so
it.
You're measuring, you're changing the approach if you're gaining or losing.
Yes.
And then the last thing you said with your brothers, so they're holding you accountable?
Following through every single day, taking picture on this, sending to them.
Why it's important to have someone accountable?
Because if you are alone, sometimes you do things alone, sometimes you do it. You finish it, you don't need anyone. But sometimes it's good to have someone, a partner, that you have same goal, collective goal. And this goal will make you will push you further. Like when you have a community, why do we do communities? Because communities will make you grow faster,
yeah.
Because everyone is doing the same. Everyone is working toward it. The energetic field. When you have a community, it goes bigger and stronger. And the wave, if two waves are going this way, if you mix them together, it will become a longer wave. So when you have a lot of people doing the same, have the same goal, have the same purpose, and they are doing everything the same way, it's easier.
Absolutely. This is what my business coach, Mike Dreyer, says. He says, you can build by yourself. You would reach your goal, let's say, in a year. But imagine building with a community. You can reach a goal in a week. Yeah. And then imagine duplicating that community and then reaching the goal in 5 days. So he always talks about how important it is to belong to a community.
Definitely. Community holds you accountable. Community makes you grow. Depends what kind of community, definitely.
Of course.
Drugs community.
No, I'm talking about the growth. Yeah. Absolutely. I wouldn't go to the other communities, but I would say a huge part of my success is having a community behind me that pushed me to be better. I remember my first go live 7 years ago. I was shivering, Marcelino. I couldn't sit in front of a camera and not feel anxious, and my stomach would go cramping, and I'm like, what's going on with me? And then they put a challenge, the community out. They said whoever does a go live will be taking another step in their business. And I'm like, took my courage in, and then I did my first go live. I was shivering. It was hilarious. But you know what? I show this go live to every single new person that struggles with, doing a go live or being in front of the camera, because they see the growth after 7 years, but they don't know me, Rawan, at 25 years old, where I was like building still, right? Because nobody noticed you at that level. And then when you start growing and you start becoming better, people start looking up to you. But they want to resonate with the old version of where you started and where you are right now.
Definitely. It's good that you have this, you are consistent with taking videos, doing them, keeping them. I'm bad at these things, but I have a good team that one of my team that she's very good in keeping data. Storage. I have things from 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
She has everything. She has things that I don't even have. So
yeah, everything is on my social media. My business page, when I first started almost 7 years ago, it had the first go live on it. It had the first post. It had, where you were, and then how you grew, and collecting information, learning new things. It always adds up to the growth and the success.
Okay, so I have a question. You mentioned about life coaching and it helped you a lot. Mm-hmm. I want to stress a little bit about coaching. You were good in your business. Definitely you didn't need coaching. Why do you think coaching helped you in your business?
A couple years ago, I went through a separation with my ex-husband. And that was, I think, the biggest thing that kind of set me back in growth in my personal and my business and my life. It was sudden, it was shocking. All emotions were involved. I wasn't thinking. So the first thing I sought was a therapist at that stage, because I was at my lowest point. I'm not saying therapy doesn't work. It works for some people, but it didn't work for me. And then I had my good friend Lina Abu Ibrahim. She reached out to me at that, darkest moment of my life. And she's like, Rawan, you cannot do this alone. I'm like, I don't think anybody can help me. I'm like, just take this number of this life coach lady. She will help you. I'm like, I don't think anybody can help me. When you're like at the lowest, you feel like there's nothing that's going to serve you, because you're always focusing on what's not going to work, just like you mentioned. So I was in so much pain one night, like mentally, and I'm like, you know what? I'll text this lady. I'm not going to lose anything. So I text her, and I'm like, my friend gave me your number, and I would like to talk to you. And then, I stopped replying to her, because I felt that, no, I don't want to go through this, because the therapist didn't help me. So I'm like, I don't want to put myself out there in front of someone else, be vulnerable, talk about my emotions, and, And then she gives me a call out of the blue. She said, I was sitting on the beach, and you came to my mind, and I would love to take a call with you. I'm like, I don't think you can help me. And she's like, you know what? We'll just get to know each other, and we'll see how that goes. And then she took a call with me. It was a 15-minute call. It ended up 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Of a Zoom call together. A lady I've never met in my life, Coach Rada, and her soul connected to mine. And, after, I think it was 4 weeks of me not leaving my bed at that time.
Wow.
I stood up. I showered, I cleaned my room, cleaned the house, cooked for the kids. And then when I had this feeling that I have energy, that there's hope for me to be better, this is where I kind of understood that I need someone to help me and support me, because sometimes you think you can do everything by yourself, and you cannot. So one session turned into every second day session, turned into... sometimes I had to do 4 sessions with her in a week, because, it's a yo-yo of emotions going back and forth. And then I kind of loved what she did, like how she calmed me down, how she gave me the tools, the skills. and how she was able to take me from -9 to 0 and then +1. And then this is where I figured after almost, I would say, after the separation in 9 months, I figured that no, I need something more. Like, I need to learn what she's giving me. I need to know how she's doing it. Like, if I can have the tools and I can maybe use them more and understand them more and use the skills. So this is where I went into a life coaching certification. I took it, it helped me a lot personally. But then I wanted to take it as a career. Like, I wanted more practice, I wanted more mentorship, I wanted more into it, because it shifted me. Like, I was -9 and now I'm +3. How can I be +10?
Okay.
Because I have a lot of people around me, on my team, family, friends, that if they use some of those skills, they can elevate their life and their business anywhere they go. So what I did after I took the certification, before I went into Noble Manhattan with you, is that I started like randomly taking sessions with people to see if it's working, because I'm curious.
I want to try it.
It did shift. Like, I think I took 25 sessions or maybe more with people. I would say it shifted 10 of them.
Okay, not bad.
10 of them, and like, my skills weren't perfect, but I kind of loved it. I'm like, this works. And alongside with my business and being a life coach, I think the combination together is so powerful. Because just like I said at the beginning of this podcast, you can never reach financial freedom without the breakthrough, the personal development breakthrough. So I went into Noble Manhattan, and this is how I met you. I started studying. I loved the community. I loved the master classes. I loved the mentorship program. I loved the modules, how things are set. It's a different new career. I love the fact that it's a credential globally. Finally, I'm going to have a diploma. At least I picked something
worldwide,
I like.
Yeah, worldwide. You can go anywhere in the world and do it.
I promised my mom I'm going to get her a diploma. Now she's going to get one.
Finally, you're like, Mom, here you go. I have a diploma. I credited worldwide.
Jokes aside.
Yeah.
I'm so glad at the age of 32, I was able to pick another career. Like, something I'm interested in, I love, I'm passionate about, and it will bring so much value for everyone around me, including my kids, including myself. And then, I went into 35 days, because when I took the call with you initially, you told me you need to do 2 things to become one of the elite coaches, which is Noble Manhattan alongside with the 35 days. The 35 days was another shift for me, because I've been to seminars, I take courses. You kind of combined every single thing in one program. And combining everything in one program is not easy.
Yeah.
And the way you set up things for us to understand it, and every single day adding more information that are connected to the other day, it wasn't easy to commit to 35 days. I'm not gonna say it was easy. But I think as well, the ladies and everyone that was on the 35-day program kind of collaborated together. We kind of had that connection where we pushed each other. Sometimes we're not feeling okay, and then we'll do it anyways. The information changed my life, Marcelino. Because I'm the kind of person that if you explain why this can work, it will work for me. If you tell me do 1, 2, 3, because this is how it works, it won't click in my brain. So I need to understand the science behind it, why, if I do it this way, it kind of works, and it did. So in the 35 days, even because it's mind, body, and soul, so even the fitness journey for me, I lost 8 kg, and you know that.
8 kg in 35 days.
Yes.
Wow.
Because my understanding and my relationship with food and fitness kind of changed. because I understood why we overeat, how it works. So all of these information shifted so many things for me. Even in my online business, I was working so hard to reach a certain rank and a certain place where I kind of make another stream of income, fixed and residual. I was able to reach it within those 35 days, knowing that I still don't understand how I survived on 4 hours of sleep. Because I still had to do my work. I still had to take care of my kids. I still had to travel for some events. But just like you said, when there's a will, you will always find a way. When you have that burning desire to kind of learn something new that it's going to elevate you, then the how and the why and that doesn't matter anymore. You just do it and find the ways. So yeah, this is so far my journey, and it doesn't stop here. Like 35 days, I'm gonna still take it again because you gave us access to all the replays, but I still need more. I always seek to learn more. It doesn't stop the education for me here, because this is something I learned from you as well, in order to transfer from Rawan A to Rawan B, I have to shred the Rawan A somehow and add more skills to the Rawan B. So in order for me to reach from one place to another in my life, I need to add more skills and education.
Definitely, and this is where people lack this information. What they do is they want to have the best relationships, have the best career, have the best money, have everything, but they want to stay where they are. And you are not the person now that gets all these things.
Absolutely.
Because the universe works by vibration and energy. And the energy that you have, the frequency that you are in right now, will not allow you to be there. Mm-hmm. So if you are in this place now, and you have everyone around you, same people, you do every single thing same way, every single day you're repeating yourself and expecting secretly things to change in your life, to shift. But you're not adding any value, any information, any new learnings, anything that shifts you from A to B, from this place to this place. If you want to be or get the best relationship in your life, you have to be the person.
You have to become it.
You have to become what you're seeking.
Interesting.
But if you can't become it, why you're asking for it?
You did mention that in the 35-day program. So in order, I think someone asked about maybe relationships. You said in order to be in the best ideal relationship you want to be, you have to become that person first.
Yes.
And then things will kind of be attracted to you somehow.
You will get what you are, or who you are. As a person. So if you're not liking your life, change who you are.
That's where we say start within first.
Exactly.
It takes a lot of courage, I think, to admit.
Yes.
To admit that there's something that we need to work on. And this is where we kind of have to remove the ego, right?
Yes. The ego is your enemy first. This is one. Second, when you know that you learned everything, you know everything, this is where you learn nothing. Mm-hmm. You need to know that. Whenever you feel that you know it all, you're so good at
nothing.
it, this is where you know nothing. Just get back on the mindset of seeking to learn more. Because you know what's the problem? The problem that people will tell you, hey, I know I have this problem. They come to you directly, I know I have this problem and working on it. But in fact, they are not working on it. They know they have it, but they are not doing anything about it. Because if you want to change yourself, you'll change a matter of decision, just one decision. You're one decision away. Rawan that is smoking takes one decision. Rawan is not a smoker anymore. Right? Rawan is someone that eats food without her thinking, just anything, having, sugar and so on, addicted to sugar, is different than Rawan that is not addicted. And what does it take for you from here to here? Just one decision. I'm done. That's it.
That's the knowledge. It's one decision, but the action.
That's a knowledge. The action, you take action directly. But you need, before you take action, you need the knowledge why you need to stop it.
Okay.
So why you need to stop it? Why is it important? What happens when you stop it to the body? If I tell you directly what happens to the body when you stop it, if you tell a cancer, cancer patient,
Okay.
that if you stop sugar within 10 days, the cancer will start to die in your body. Sugar and processed food.
Okay.
Would you think they keep on eating sugar and processed food? And you tell them why, what happens exactly. Because sugar is what makes a cancer alive and survive in the body. Because what happens is it makes this, let's say, protein, and this protein takes this, and then you go into very scientific way. And so they can, a little bit of neuroscience, little bit of, everything. So why this happen? Why should you, when you stop eating, what happens to the body within 10 days? Would you think they will keep on eating?
No, they'll take action.
Why?
Because it's a death or a life matter.
Exactly. They survive and they want to survive.
Yeah.
So when things get you to a place where, okay, so you know what? This is, I should stop this now. There is leverage on you. There is a reason why you need to stop it right now. Otherwise, you would die. And you just want to survive because, you want to be alive. So doing this, knowing this information, and then it's easy to apply because okay, if I stop this and this and this, if I give you a call like directly exactly how to do it, you would do it.
Formula.
At least 10 days. And then if I give you evidence with 100 people in front of you and tell you, I tried, I had cancer in my brain and it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I did this formula 1, 2, 3, 4, and within 6 days it stopped. And I went to the doctor and the doctor was surprised. And this is me alive after 10 years, I'm talking about it. And then another one, you see evidence in front of you. And then you see these collective people, same experience as you, and they did the same formula. What would you do? You would stop. Even the formula, if it doesn't work, you believe in it and it starts working for you. It doesn't matter if the formula works or not. Because if I give you a drug, if you tell me, like I have headache, just give me like Advil or anything. And I'm like, okay, I open the Advil in front of me and I give you one drug and I say, please take it. That's it. And then you take Advil, because every time you take Advil, you're fine. And then you take it, even if I have same like pill that
looks like an Advil.
Yeah, but has nothing with inside. It's just like water inside of it. You take it and you'll feel fine. Why? Because you're giving your brain
the orders.
The order and the message that you're gonna be fine in few minutes because Advil, you took already Advil, and it's gonna be okay. So knowing these information will help people to get. So this is why being in a community, being in a place where everyone is doing the same, have same goals, have same things, this will put you from some place to a place. Going back to coaching, and I didn't want to go into the 35 days before finishing from Nobel Manhattan because I want to take sometimes to understand, because you did different programs.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to know the difference between taking it as diploma and bit as a certificate. What is the difference?
Practice makes perfect, for sure, number one. And when you do it as a certificate, you get so much information in a short amount of time. Your brain is racing to kind of understand, practice, and my brain operates differently. Like if I want to learn something, I get the information, I need time, I practice it, and then there's master classes, there's mentorship program, ongoing training. It doesn't have to be in like 6 weeks or whatever. So the difference between the certificate for me and the diploma was that the diploma is more in depth. of the information, of the practices, of the one-on-one, of the evaluation, of the credentials, of course, because you're ending up with a diploma that's certified globally. Lots of other things were added value. The CTE, the end of the month mentorship program with you, which we go on a Zoom for 9 hours.
Yeah,
we
and the
practice
master class.
the master classes. We practice. We learn from each other. We learn from the mistakes. Someone is actually watching what we're doing, correcting. And even when you're correcting us and you're directing us to the right thing, you're teaching us communication skills with each other. Like the last master class, I call it master class. The last master class where, we were giving our feedback. The way we gave it wasn't in a good, nice way. And then you kind of came into the conversation and kind of taught us how to even express our feedback, how to talk, how to communicate. So yeah, those are so important. Just like you said, community, right? Someone that's guiding you to know and understand how things work, and then you're always collecting the information. You will apply them on your life. You will use them with others. Plus, you get to meet amazing people. Every single class, there's someone new. There's a lot of collaboration happening between individuals. So, yeah, I believe there's a huge difference between a certificate and a diploma. A diploma, I think it establishes you well, if you're taking the coaching career seriously, of course.
Yeah.
It will establish you so well to be the elite of the elite.
Okay, I see. And you were saying something about... I always hear it, I just said the truth when people give their opinion. And they point out things.
Yeah.
And they come to you, and even on your daily basis.
Yeah, exactly.
You see people that they say, hey, so I come to him, or let's say a husband coming home and seeing his wife, and he's like, did you do, let's say, the laundry today? And she's like, no, I didn't have time. Oh my God, okay. That's
Judgment.
enough to give her a bad feeling.
True.
You're judging her. That's enough.
Yeah.
Or just saying, okay, all right. Did you do this? Did you finish this? What did you do? So they question the way to question someone as feeling as you're judging them, even without you saying anything after that. Did you do the dishes? Oh no. Okay. How would you feel about that?
Judged, pressured.
How would the relationship work when someone's asking you these questions? How would someone be willing to give at work, in your work environment, if you're asking them questions this way? It's impossible. When you feel judged or someone is monitoring you in this way, or there is a way of, even when someone, she did this, she asked close questions, she did 1, 2, 3, she did 1, 2, 3, yeah, maybe it's true.
It can be done in a better way.
You can always say things in a different way, in a better way, so the other person doesn't feel judged and he can trust you.
Absolutely.
Blindly, he would trust you.
They would come back to you.
They would come back to you and be very open to you.
And it's a culture, right?
Definitely.
From the minute you're born, you're judged and you're like, don't do this, don't do that, why you did this? Like
I mean, Rawan, but I want to be very honest with you. It's impossible not to judge.
Yeah.
It's impossible. According to your beliefs and values, even if you say, I don't judge with no judgment, this is a judgment as well. Okay? So our brain works by evaluating all the situation all the time. Is it good for me? Is she telling me this because of that? Why she's saying this? Why she's talking about her business? Why she's doing that? Why? It's always evaluating.
Got it.
Okay? Why she's wearing red, not white? Why is she wearing blue, not red? We always have these kind of questions going on in our mind according to our beliefs, right? So the thing is, it's not about what you evaluate or not. It's about controlling the animal within you.
Okay.
It's
What do you
about-
mean by controlling the animal within us?
So you have, because the brain works this way, it's impossible not to judge, it's possible not to think. When people say we overthink, you don't overthink, you just think about the same thing over and over again.
Okay.
It's not overthink because your mind is always thinking. This is what the mind does. The heart is always beating. When it stops beating, it's not working anymore, you die. So this is how it works. It's not you overthink, you are thinking about the same thing again and again, same way.
Okay.
And this is why you say I'm overthinking. So what we do in these situations is like whenever you are in this situation where you're feeling a certain way, and the feeling is the language of the body, okay? And feeling is coming due to what you focus on. You felt sad because you thought about someone died, right? I shift your focus in 1 second. And then we came back to this, and then you never even remember it until I now said it. So what I mean by controlling the animal, controlling our focus.
Okay.
And when we talk about someone or with someone or judging or evaluating or saying, we need to control the way we react, because feelings and emotions are the language of the body, and sometimes you react without you noticing.
Absolutely.
So automatically, without you even thinking about it.
Just like being a mom, you scream like when they don't get things.
Like what happened? Like why?
Even with all the control I have, I still do it. When they put so much pressure on me, I'm like, khalas.
I mean, right? And if you think about it, do they khalas?
They don't.
They don't. Because,
For maybe 2 seconds and then they go back.
Because they don't understand why you're telling them khalas.
Okay.
Do you want someone to shut you off just like khalas, stop talking? You will be 10 times talking more. Why you shut me off? Like, and you get so pissed, right? Same applies on kids, and even 10 times more. Why you wanna shut them off? They need to understand, not you understand. They need to understand with their language. So once you are evaluating someone with your body or with your mind, and things you catch automatically, you say, "Oh, really? Did you do this? Oh, wow! Did you gain weight?"
Yeah, that's
And you're like, "Shit! Look, do I look like gaining weight? Oh my God! Yeah, I'm so bad. I feel so bad." And they start, crying in front of you because you make them feel bad. And it's like,
what's the purpose?
You just need to control this animal, to control the body, to control what you say, how you react, and to control what you say exactly in a way, and to learn. These are communication skills. You cannot learn it in one day. You need to take courses for that.
Absolutely.
And you need to make it in a way very, practice.
Yeah.
Because practicing is what makes perfection.
Absolutely.
Right? So you need to practice it again and again until you master the automatic behavior, the animal within you.
That's where I said, like with Noble Manhattan, you get the information and then you practice. And once you practice, you have the confidence and you have the enough information, because every single master class we go to, we're learning so many things. It's the same method that's happening over and over again, definitely. But there's always a different story, different approach, different technique, different information you get. So, it's interesting, actually.
Well, Rawan, I want to talk to you about the 35 days in depth, but due to, lack of time.
Okay.
Because we can talk hours and hours, I think, without, noticing. You've been 1 hour, 10 minutes in this
already,
podcast.
wow.
Yeah. So let's do another podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like soon, whenever we can. and we take it from there. But I want to learn more about the 35 days, but because I remember you had a different experience in that. It was
did.
like way like wow. Every single day I see your eyes, was waiting for your eyes to shift, because I was seeing you all the time on the camera doing this, going crazy about it, going excited. Even it was maybe 10, 11 p.m. your time, and my time it was 6, 7 a.m. So yeah, I want to talk more in depth about that in the next one.
Absolutely. I'm excited to share. Even my family and everyone around me, they were excited that I'm taking this course because they saw a huge shift in everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward for another podcast. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you so much, and I see you soon.
Yeah, absolutely.